All right, people. Hello, here once again. All right, so we got news for this week, and they're kind of exciting. I have to be honest. So it says here, Bungie, our destiny. Oh man. So there's a lot to say here. I mean, there's a lot to explain whether if it's actually, you know, Bungie doing things right or Bungie doing things wrong. I'll get I'll get to that. All right. So let's read here. So it says when the first launched our partnership with Activision in 2010, the gaming industry was in a pretty different place as an independent studio setting out to build a brand new experience. We wanted a partner willing to take a big leap of faith with us. We had a vision for Destiny that we believed in, but to launch a game of that magnitude, we needed the support of an established publisher partner, which is Activision, of course. With Activision, we created something special. To date, Destiny has delivered a combination of over 50 million games and expansions to players all around the world. More importantly, we've also witnessed a remarkable community. Tens of millions of guardians, strong, rise up and embrace destiny. To play together, to make and share memories, and even to do truly great things that reach far beyond the game we share to deliver a positive impact on people's everyday lives. Okay, that's cool. We have enjoyed a successful 8 years run and would like to thank Activision for their partnership on Destiny. Looking ahead, we're excited to announce plans for Activision to transfer publishing rights for Destiny to Bungie. With our remarkable Destiny community, we are ready to publish our own, while Activision will increase their focus on owned IP projects. Right? Seems legit. The planned transition process is already underway in its early stages, with Bungie and Activision both committed to making sure the handoff is as seamless as possible. With Forsaken, we've learned and listened and leaned into what we believe our players want from a great Destiny experience. Rest assured, there is more of that in the way. We'll continue to deliver on the existing Destiny roadmap, and we're looking forward to releasing more seasonal experience in the coming months, as well as surprising our community with some exciting announcements about what lies beyond. Thank you so much for your continued support. Our success is owed in no small part the incredible community of players who have graced our worlds with light and life. We know self-publish won't be easy. Self-publishing won't be easy, yes. Yeah. There's still much for us to learn as we grow as an independent global studio, though we see unbounded opportunities and potential in Destiny. We know that new adventures await us all on new worlds filled with mystery, adventure, and hope. We hope you'll join us there. Well, that is quite it. I mean, wow. So starting this year, got this news. Not surprising, kind of surprising. For me, is like it's a step forward for Bungie. I like Bungie ever since Halo. Uh, Bungie has they have talent. It's a studio that has talent, and as a publisher is gonna be kind of weird. Uh, As for that, I really want to touch on that kind of topic, because being a publisher is also being it's another kind of thing. There's the developer, the studio, and the publisher. Being a publisher at the same time, it's not gonna be easy for them. Now, I'm really glad that they got rid of Activision. That's because Activision's practices is they are they're not cool. I really hate Activision's practices. I think everyone does, really. At this time, I think Bungie. I know it's gonna be a lot tougher right now to be just, both things. But you made the right choice. Now, as I said, you guys are well talented, even though I do not like Destiny at all. This is a guy coming from, at least from a Halo fan. I'm a Halo fan since Halo 1 and 2. Maybe ODST. Maybe 4. Yeah. I don't think 4 was from Bungie. Yeah. So continue on with the with this kind of topic. There's also concerns, of course, about Destiny. I think there's more of pros than cons about this kinds of stuff. I mean, like right now, I even want Blizzard out of Destiny. Like, to truly honest, I want Blizzard to be just independent, just like Bungie. You know why? I think you already know. I don't have to get into that. I talked that in the previous podcast. So it's more likely that a lot of developers, studios break up with their publishers a lot. Maybe this year. Because of, the publishers, the big companies practices, and about the microtransactions, and about the money grab, and there's a lot involved. And they all get all greedy. And most of all these franchises started very well until they just got greedy out of nowhere, and fans totally hated that. So that this is what I think. This is one of the reasons why they just got rid of him, or Activision got rid of them. I mean, either way, I don't care. It's just finally Bungie is alone, and they're going to make their own stuff in their own way. And I hope that Activision practices don't actually affect Bungie independently. This is what my concerns are about to pop, okay? So they've been 8 years with Activision, and of course some practices may be in there still with releasing more content, but of course this won't be free. We all know that. But if it's free and it's at least something for the fans, something free for the fans, like at least if you're a PlayStation Plus or Xbox Gold, whatever, you get a free pack from this map, or this season pass or something, that you don't have to pay more than what you already paid. So I'm asking too much, and I know that, and that is that's my concern, because they said right here, I mean, they're looking forward to release more stuff in the future, and of course that means DLC, or maybe Destiny 3. And of course I kind of felt like, okay, maybe Destiny 3 is going to be a complete game finally, something that it's full in that particular disc or that digital download. But I don't know. I still have my doubts. I still have my that kind of concern, because these kind of practices like making DLCs mostly all the time, it's common today. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people they just don't care, and just buy it. Like, shut up and take my money, most likely. And it's a we all know it's a multiplayer game, and also a single player game. Most likely multiplayer. When I first thought that Destiny was gonna do well, that was on the first time I saw Destiny. I played the demo of Destiny 1 on the PlayStation 3. I was like, okay, this has potential. But then, oh man, I began watching reviews, and like by that time I was a guy that thought about, okay, let me watch reviews before I buy the game. And it wasn't just one review, it was 2, 3, 4 reviews saying the same thing, the same problem. I was like, oh no, no. I'm gonna save this money and save it for another game. That's what I did. That's what I did back in the day. And I think I'm going to be doing that for the rest of my life, because right now, these kind of practices like DLC, microtransactions, these are practices that, okay, I want my game to live longer, but at the same time, I still want money from you. It's that kind of mentality today for the developers. I do with Spider-Man, PS4. That's because I love the game, and of course, that kind of practice is, yeah, I shouldn't have bought them, but I'm totally missing out on great content there. I really love the story, and that is how it totally gets you if you're truly a fan. I'm not blaming all those Destiny fans who buy the DLC all the time, because I do the same with Spider-Man. But these kinds of practices and these kinds of support that us consumers do, we need to be very smart on them, because don't think that Bungie being away from Activision, the practices may disappear. It might. I could be wrong. They could release a full game with no DLC whatsoever, just like a God of War game. No DLC, just a full game with all the stories in it, all the backstory, all of it, all the guns, all the passes, all the skins, all in one game. No DLC. For $60. It's hard, huh? It's hard these days. I mean, it's... For me right now, me saying this, it's like asking too much. And for me to just saying this, that DLC, even though I support kinds of DLCs with certain games that I like, I've mentioned it before, and I'm mentioning it again. I've wasted a lot of money on a Dead or Alive 5. Dead or Alive 5. And that could be like at least $150 or at least $200 on skin and characters. That's how I'm a fan of a game, and downloading, crap like that. And still, even with Dead or Alive 6, I'm still going to buy the whole thing. All that, the pass and all that. For at least $80, maybe $70. But yeah, that's the mentality today. And I don't think Bungie will get rid of DLCs. It's hard these days, because to maintain your game afloat and to keep people hype for so many years, for so long, you need to release something like every 6 months, every 5 yes, I don't think that's something done with Overwatch these days, but maybe we could look at Fortnite. Fortnite's a free game, but there's microtransactions, I know, but it's a free game. The rest is just it's your decision, but you get a free game. But for Destiny 2, they charge you $60 plus all the DLC and the microtransaction practices. So it's, don't get me wrong, I I believe that Bungie are gonna make better business, a better games in the future, and I hope they turn Destiny 2 a way around. They still have time because I know Bungie for so long they have made more games, and of course they all been doing shooters all this time. If I'm not mistaken, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong on the comments below. But yeah, it's all I've seen is just shooter games. So yeah, props to Bungie. They're a great inspiration for all those studios who are stuck with their developers today. Hey, here's a great example of getting rid of, well, not example. This is just being having the guts to say goodbye. We're gonna make our own stuff. We're gonna make our own thing. And let's see if we can save our game. I totally wanted with DICE to get out of EA too. All those companies, all those studios that they made good franchises in the past decades. And unfortunately, they died. And it's really sad to just say that. I love my Battlefield. I love Battlefield. Hold on a sec. It's my. Hello. Hey, I'm doing a video right now. hold on. Ahora.
Hey guys, this is an interruption from your national service of bad chickification. Hi!
I'll call you back ASAP, alright? I'm almost done. Okay, dale. And so, yeah, that was Bad Chick. You can subscribe to him. Also, Bad Ninja channel. I'll place it on the description below, so you can subscribe to him. He has 2 channels, one for gaming and one for reaction and reviews. Okay, so yeah, continuing with this thing. Bungie, I know you have talent. As I said before, I'm gonna say it again. Your shooters are an inspiration for a lot of other shooters too. And I have to see that. But of course, Destiny was not my cup of tea. And I have to admit it. I do not like Destiny at all. My girlfriend Kaine loves it, and it's not my taste. But I can still play it. I can still play with friends, but the grinding and the microtransactions and the story didn't quite get me. So yeah, that aside, the most important thing about being an independent company is that you can do your own things, but in order. And of course, you've been with Microsoft, you've been with Activision. You must know what's good and what's bad. So please, in God's name, don't make the same mistakes. Don't make the same, boo-boos that Activision or Microsoft had, through all these years. And of course, I always love to just think that us consumers, even though we We support their practices by downloading things and all that. Hey, if they decide to just like charge you for another DLC, hey, I don't think DLCs are gonna go away, but maybe, just maybe, a better story, a better franchise, and a better Bungie. Alright, guys, this will be it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this video. It's been a while. I have not done these thoughts and concerns, but yeah, it's part of my cup of tea. So yeah, guys, independent Bungie and a lot of other independent I want to see, cause this is an example. DICE, get rid of EA. I want my Battlefield back. All right, guys. See you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in. I already said that. All right. Please don't forget to favorite, rate, comment, and subscribe to support the channel. This has been Zara Punky, and I'll see you guys later.